I just made a quick list of some of the things that I'm going to talk to you guys about. I tried to keep it simple, but still give you a lot of good information. So we'll talk about how our body stores energy and uses it, metabolism, eating regular balanced diet, and then some of the specifics of pre, post, and during race nutrition. Next, please. So our body stores energy in the muscles and the liver as glycogen. And then when it's in the blood to be used by the muscles, it's called glucose. It's pretty much the same thing, just a different form. And then the type of energy that the muscle cells actually use is ATP, which is broken down from the glucose, and it's the smallest form that our muscle cells can use. Next, please. So we have two different kinds of metabolism, and I'm sure you guys have heard about both of them, aerobic and anaerobic. And anaerobic metabolism is generally for short term. We have the ATP-CP system, so if you guys have heard of creatine or creatine phosphate, that's the system that uses that. So guys who are trying to build muscle will use that because it's for the really strong, powerful movements. It's very, very short though, only 1 to 5 seconds for that system. And then we have glycolysis, which lasts a little bit longer, and that system will use lactic acid too. So when you're running and your legs start to burn a little bit, that lactic acid is what's making you burn, but our bodies will actually use some of that for energy as well. And then we have aerobic metabolism, and our body uses the Krebs cycle, which is our aerobic metabolism system, and oxidative phosphorylation, which is how our body breaks down fat. So I'm not going to get much more complicated than that because I'm sure those are already enough big words that you haven't heard before. But those are the different ways that our body breaks down energy for use. And these systems are always working together. We're never just aerobic or just anaerobic. There's always a combination, but there's one that's dominant. For our endurance running, we're going to find that our aerobic system is dominant during our runs. Next, please. You got it. Thank you. So during exercise, our bodies are going to use our blood sugar for energy first. It's the most available. It's easiest to get into the muscle cells to break down to ATP for the muscles to use. Once that starts to use up, our body's going to start taking the glycogen that's stored in the muscles and break it down to release it into the blood so it becomes blood glucose, and then it's able for the muscles to take it up and start using it. Our body's then going to go to